military interventions. First, there was the justification of the fight against communism, followed by the fight against drug trafficking, and now the fight against terrorism. This book brings to mind the infinite instances in which Washington bullets have shattered hope. Colonialism has always used the idea of progress in accordance with its own parameters and its own reality. This same colonialism, which puts our planet in a state of crisis today, devours natural resources and concentrates wealth that is generated from devastation, says that our laws of vivir bien, living well, are utopian. But if our dreams of equilibrium with Pachamama, Mother Earth, of freedom, and of social justice are not yet a reality, or if they have been cut short, it is primarily because imperialism has set out to interfere in our political, cultural, and economic revolutions, which promote sovereignty, dignity, peace, and fraternity among all people. If the salvation of humanity is far away, it is because Washington insists on using its bullets against the world's people. We write and read these lines and this text in a moment that is extremely tense for our planet. A virus is quarantining the global economy, and capitalism, with its voracious habits and its need to concentrate wealth, is showing its limits. It is likely that the world that will emerge from the convulsions of 2020 will not be the one that we used to know. Every day, we are reminded of the duty to continue our struggle against imperialism, against capitalism, and against colonialism. We must work together towards a world in which greater respect for the people and for Mother Earth is possible. In order to do this, it is essential for states to intervene so that the needs of the masses and the oppressed are put first. We have the conviction that we are the masses, and that the masses, over time, will win. Evo Morales Ayma, former President of Bolivia, Buenos Aires, April 2020. Files. I make no secret of my opinion that at the present time, the barbarism of Western Europe has reached an incredibly high level, being only surpassed, far surpassed, it is true, by the barbarism of the United States. Aimé Césaire, Discourse on Colonialism, 1955. Books and documents that detail the tragedies afflicted upon the people of the world surround me. There is a section of my library that is on the United States government's Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and its coups. From Iran in 1953 onward, every few years, every few countries. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, reports make up an entire bookshelf. These tell me about the roadblocks placed before countries that try to find a way out of their poverty and inequality. I have files and files of government documents that had investigated old wars and new wars, bloodshed that destabilized countries in the service of the powerful and the rich. There are memoirs of diabolical leaders and advisors, the complete works of Henry Kissinger, and there are the writings and speeches of the people's leaders. These words create a world. They explain why there is so much suffering around us, and why that suffering leads not to struggle, but to resignation and hatred. I reach above me and pull down a file on Guatemala. It is on the CIA coup of 1954. Why did the U.S. destroy that small country? Because the landless movement and the left fought to elect a democratic politician, Jacobo Arbenz, who decided to push through a moderate land reform agenda. Such a project threatened to undercut the landholding of the United Fruit Company, a U.S. conglomerate that strangled Guatemala. The CIA got to work. It contacted retired Colonel Carlos Castillo Armas. It paid off brigade commanders, created sabotage events, and then seized Arbenz in the presidential palace and sent him to exile.